Alright everyone, welcome back. Today's project is building a round pen horse arena deal, 70 feet in diameter. We've got about 3 feet 6 inches of drop from this top side to the bottom side. So we got to try to level it out as best we can. Put a 2% grade on all of it and make sure the footing is good for riding horses. So the process of how we're doing this is basically bringing in a bunch of fill sand because it's cheap, easy to work with, and we got to come up 3 feet. Then on top of that we're going to do about 4 inches of gravel, and then on top of that we're going to do another 3 inches of wash sand as footing. So that's kind of the name of the game here. So you can see we got to come up about 8 inches from where that level pad right there is. So, first impressions of this machine, great little rig. It seems to have a lot of power. The track type seems good. I really like it, especially in the sand where you tend to lose a lot of power in sand. It's doing really well. So. Alright, we got pretty much all the sand fill graded out. We're pretty close here, just going to double check the laser measurements. And in a few minutes here they're going to be bringing about 3 to 4 inches for this whole thing of class 5 over the top to kind of give a good compaction on it. So it's kind of a little tighter. And then on top of that it's going to be more sand for footing for the horses. All this dirt on this side is going to get kind of raked up towards it to level off the edge and make it look a little better. And make sure it supports it a little more. We took the teeth off for grading, just make it a little better, a little smoother, a little easier. I think the teeth want to try and cut into the ground a little too much, obviously, and like want to pull you down. When you're grading forwards, it's a little bit harder. It's looking pretty good so far. We got about 1 foot of drop from the top side here down to the bottom to allow for drainage. It's about a 2% grade throughout this area. Alright, so part 3 here, kind of. This is going to be the third final, besides grading around the sides and backfilling. We've got the sand going in now. Kind of wheel rolled, track rolled all this, so it looks pretty rough, but it's all relatively level with the laser. This is the sand here. It's just a wash sand. Point is to not have any rocks or anything for getting stuck in the horses' hooves, their feet. So, I'm gonna keep leveling this stuff out. I'm just having them bring it down to right here and dump here. That way it's not wrecking all this area out here that was just kind of wheel rolled and graded and not completely ruining it. So, more to be done. You can see the dirt. This thing, when you kick her in 2-speed, flings some mud. And that is going to wrap it up for the first day. I've got it pretty much there. Got to do a little dirt work around the edges here to grade it off. And then got to do some just grading the sand on top. We're going to get a drag to kind of drag it out and get the tracks out of there. Got to do a little more grading tomorrow morning on the road in. Maybe a little gravel, a little class 5. And that's it. Got the Case parked away for the evening. Good little unit. She did her job today. Got all of 12 hours on it. Started at 7, clocking out at 7. On to the next one. Colton's gonna come out here tomorrow and finish it up.